Thanks, Rita. Welcome to the Late Look North. I'm Robin Davies. First tonight, a teenage cancer survivor from Blyth who was told she would never be able to have children has been speaking out after she defied all the odds. Leah Cullen underwent surgery and radiotherapy in her teens, which doctors believed had severely damaged her ovaries. But in September 2024, a hospital found that she was remarkably pregnant with her daughter Aria. Andy Watson reports.
Meet Aria. She's 13 months old and she loves to play. And for her mum, Leah, she's quite simply a miracle.
Scanned me bladder on the first day I went in and saw nothing. And then like a day or two later, they scanned me bladder again. And the woman just went, "Nobody told me you were pregnant." And I was like, "Nobody told me I was pregnant."
Diagnosed with tailbone cancer at 13, following treatment, Leah was told she wouldn't be able to carry children. It also left her in chronic pain, needing a wheelchair when she leaves the house. But the news she was pregnant was unimaginable.
It was just pure joy. The fact that my body had done something I thought it was physically incapable of. Like, for years, it's always kind of felt like my body was working against us.
Leah is speaking out as a representative of Children with Cancer UK. She hopes her story can help other young people on their cancer journey.
You may not know, but there are 10 children every day who are diagnosed with cancer. And of those 10, 2 won't survive. But of the 8 who do survive, 5 do so with long-term effects. That's why we've given Leah this platform, so that we can talk about cancer, not behind closed doors, not in whispers, but actually talk about it and really celebrate some of the tremendous stories that come out of it.
Against the odds, Leah is now living a life that she dreamt of. It's not without its challenges, but she wants her story to inspire others.
It's so important to remember that this might not be the life that you wanted or you saw for yourself, but it is a life, and that in itself is so important, especially when you've been through a cancer diagnosis. Not everyone is lucky enough to come out the other side.
Andy Watson, BBC Look North, Blyth.
A County Durham pensioner whose wife died after being knocked off her bike has called on motorists to take more care around vulnerable road users. Reg and Pat Marshall from Eshwinning were on a cycling holiday in Scotland when a car heading in the opposite direction lost control, colliding with the couple. Last month, a 27-year-old man was given a community sentence and a 20-month driving ban after admitting causing death by careless driving.
They've got to be aware that such as cyclists, horse riders, whatever, pedestrians, are really vulnerable, and it doesn't take much of a mistake to make it a disaster.
More than 160 jobs are at risk as Tesco Bank plans to move the majority of its staff from North Tyneside to Glasgow. The bank says it's looking to leave its offices at Coreham Business Park later this year to simplify its operations. Tesco says a consultation is underway and workers will be strongly supported. A North East-based fostering agency is calling for more short-break carers to meet the growing demand. Changing Futures in Hartlepool says while the number of children needing care has increased, applications to foster have dropped. Although fostering is often a full-time commitment, short-break carers offer flexibility for those who want to help but have less spare time.
The system is under massive pressure, so people are working under pressure to be able to match children to families. So sometimes children aren't in placements that we would want them to be, family environments that we would want them to be. And so we need people to be able to take that pressure away so that those children and young people are cared for safely, because there will be other children and families that we're working with.
A Carlisle woman is at the centre of a campaign urging people who think they might have the hearing condition tinnitus to seek help. Charlotte's had tinnitus for over 20 years when she started losing her hearing. She has a cochlear implant so she can hear, but her tinnitus returns when it's taken off. Well, the RNID challenged Charlotte to visualise the hidden condition through art as part of its campaign.
If anyone has got any concerns, has any worries about tinnitus, or family members, friends, I would definitely urge them to reach out. Look on the RNID website. They have some great resources and tools, and there's support out there. They're not alone.
Sport now, our former Newcastle United captain Jamal Lascelles has moved to Leicester City, bringing to an end a 12-year spell at St James's Park. The 32-year-old defender led the Magpies from the Championship to the Champions League and made 253 appearances in black or white, although injury problems have meant he's featured just twice since March 2024. And while there were no incomings at Newcastle, they have kept hold of Sandro Tonali, despite reported interest from Arsenal.
Sandro's absolutely fine. I had discussions with Sandro yesterday. He's absolutely focused on the here, the now, playing for us. His only focus, talking to him yesterday, was Manchester City and trying to win that game. So that there's absolutely no issue with Sandro himself, and he's very happy and he's committed.
Time for the weather now. Here's Paul Mooney.
Good evening. So head through the next few days. There's not a great deal of change. Keep cold easterly winds, a lot of cloud around, some patchy rain and snow over the hills especially at times. And that sets the scene for tonight. Met Office warnings out for snow and ice for Pennine districts. That's where we're most likely to see 1 to 3 centimetres of snow settling. Could see some temporary covering elsewhere. Icy stretches in between. Air temperatures in general hold up around 2 or 3 Celsius, but where you get the snow, the numbers will drop to around freezing. The winds ease a touch through the night. Tomorrow we start off cloudy with that mix of rain, sleet and snow. It gradually peters out as it edges away northwards. Most places end the day on a drier note, maybe even 1 or 2 brief brighter spells, especially across Cumbria. A bit milder tomorrow, temperatures up to 7 or 8 Celsius, and those winds are a bit lighter again. Next few days, more of the same.
It's not a promising start to February, is it? Well, that's all from the late team. Jonathan Swingle is here with updates during BBC Breakfast. Bye for now.